everyone. What's up, Wayne? There you go, Grandpapa. Now get your old self up here.
Hey, Tasha.
Well, hello, Grandpapa. How are you doing?
How you doing, Grandma?
What's up, poor gamer? What's up, Mother? Oh, sure. You're driving me nuts. Want to come on my Red Bull? Strawberry.
No, thank you. That's
This would be good. It's yummy. Some nights I drink like 3 of those at work.
really.
We've been up here. Are we still on for tomorrow night at 6?
Yes. Yep.
Hey, Steven. How you doing? I will be there with bells on, Wayne.
I was working on my my lawn sign today, doing some updating on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's been looking pretty good now.
Well, that's good. Hey, Carpin. How you doing?
I was gonna get some glow paintings, but I said no, I better not, 'cause it might cause problems with cars coming by. So I better not do that. Might glow in the dark and draw them and get accidents.
Ooh, that just gave me an idea.
Oh.
I get some glow in the dark paint and go in the night and put glow in the dark boobies on the sidewalks of your town. That's good, Carpin. Well, so will I, Steven.
I will make a filthy word on the shirt and make it glow in the dark. And I said, if you stand close to me, blank, then you know you shouldn't be standing too close.
Yeah, I was
No.
talking to Jamie about having you make me a filthy shirt, and Jamie's like, he's not gonna make you something that says that. I'm like, why not? Just a freaking shirt. He ain't wearing it.
Glow in the dark.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'll put something in the private chat, all right?
Yeah.
I'll put
Good to
that in the
hear,
back.
Carpin.
I'll put that in the back of the shirt. Stand too close. Then you know you're standing too close. Put a glow in the dark on there. We'll see, you know what, sticking out like, but you know,
Yeah, a big one.
I'll do it this way. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know.
I could do that. I had it before, you know. I went on the web, and this is true. I went on the web to look for that, and I found it on the web, a black and white image of it.
Mm-hmm.
Of a middle finger sticking out, right? And you can put it on a big size clip art. And you can put it around to your t-shirt and you make it glow in the dark and say, or put it in some kind of a pink lettering or something. Make it really, you know. I don't care what it says in the shirt. I don't have to wear it, so why do I care?
I'm gonna give myself a horn hanger.
Stupid YouTube, like to kick them straight in the back end. Kicking my stupid little subscribers, people following me on my channel, kept kicking a friend of mine, say he's having the same issue with his channel. He has a lot of people in the shin. They kept knocking him off. He's having the same problem I'm having.
Yeah, but if they're inactive, then obviously they're going to kick them off.
No, these ones I had for a while, and they kicked them off right on my stream. So cutting the numbers down. I was ticked because I know it's them. You know how I know they do it on this program? Because I used the YouTube app, and it didn't happen on the YouTube. It only happens on this one. They're doing it on this one.
It's about damn time. Your freaking minute wait.
Oh,
Nightbot. Hey, Thumpaholic, how you doing? You like my hair?
what did you do that for? I look like the dog. You have ears. Now the dog might get jealous now. What is he doing anyway? What's that naughty boy doing?
You're so bad. I'm gonna shave him tomorrow.
Oh. Hey, Thumpaholic.
Hey, Mouse.
Oh, here's Steven.
Hey, Ian.
Steven back. What's up, man? What's going on?
Not much.
It kept falling in my face and then falling this freaking way and it was driving me nuts. So, and it's short, so I have to put it up like that.
Yeah. Hey, Kyle.
So now I look like a fishing lure. Hey, Kyle. And no, I haven't forgot about you, Steven, with the whole Nightbot thing. It's been crazy.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it. I try to.
I've been hurting all freaking day today from falling yesterday.
I didn't know. Wayne, did you see that video I put up about the hot? I got a bunch of Hot Wheels in.
Yeah.
I got a lot of Hot Wheels in today, this weekend.
Oh, okay.
I sold a lot this weekend.
Hmm.
But it wasn't a real big sale. It was just a lot of people. It's like, especially, and then Saturday was pretty good. I did sell a lot of stuff. Did sell some records this weekend, which that was a long time since I sold any records, for crying out loud. And then I sold a few CDs. And that's about it. I mean, pretty much was of course, the day was slow. I only made $7 today. That's how terrible it is. Saturday was probably my greatest day. Sundays used to be my greatest, but since it's so hot, it's terrible.
Hey, Regan, how you doing?
Here's your kitchen.
Right in the kitchen.
I did get in my studio and take a link off. I ain't doing the whole bonfire thing anymore, so.
So I heard KP is doing better, huh? Steven said.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything more.
He called
Then
Steven
what he-
on the
Last night.
You know that? He called Steven, talked to him on the phone.
Yeah, I know. He knew who they were.
The Lord will work it out. He'll pull through. The Lord will work it out with him. He's at work, so you have to keep praying for the guy. That's all. Just keep doing that.
I always say, if a person has strong will, then they will get through it.
And
And
KP has that.
KP has strong will and he has strong faith. So
Mhm.
I hate like on your mobile studio, you're like so limited unless you go to Chrome or something like that and log into your studio from there to be able to do like certain things, unless you do it on the PC.
Huh.
Right now, my studio won't even freaking open.
Hmm. And I have a good press now, so I can actually cure the baseball cap ink without using the heat gun. So that's better for me because
Yeah,
I can make hats and use that heat press by putting the heat next to it. Cure the inks or dry them. That's good about that press.
right.
So I'll be doing some of those soon. I get right into it. And like I did the t-shirt, now I gotta learn really good how to do those. Really get into them. Gotta work on those now. Really good. I'll get confident in those. So now then I'll end up learning how to do pitches on shirts, and there's options you can do too, how to do everything you do, different ways of doing merch too. I
Yeah.
preach this morning. I preached on that channel too. Hey, Big Matt.
You know, Big Matt.
My freaking notifications have been like so weird because I've been, what's up, Big Matt? Notifications about people posting on their community tab. Then I have people posting or like uploading or being live or anything. Which it drives me nuts because, like, if I know a certain person goes live at a certain time, most of the time I won't show there. I have to go in to where, like, you can hit all your subscriptions and it brings them up, and then you have to scroll down to see who has a little red dot next to them and stuff. Freaking annoying. Why will you not load? I don't want to do that. Just open my damn AdSense, you freaking pain in the butt. How you doing tonight, Big Matt? Oh my gosh, them freaking jalapenos that I got, Wayne.
Yeah,
They're hot.
I just shared you out to
I
my
can't even
on
get
my.
through half of them.
I just shared you out in my community tab too. So I
Thank
just
you.
put you on.
What's up, Elliot?
I gave you a thumbs up earlier though. How you doing, Big Matt? How you doing? Hey, Elliot. That's good.
No, I didn't make it back over in the Nature's Live by the time I got done doing stuff, and then Jamie and I were sitting here, and it was like 5 something. I'm like, we're gonna have to go lay down for a little bit. I said, or I'm gonna be sitting here falling asleep on the stream. I said, and Wayne's gonna be over there freaking laughing at me.
I would be.
So
You laughed at me when your night goes off.
we had to go. We had to go way down to like 5:30. I had my alarm set for 7 because I was literally like this.
I didn't go on tonight though earlier. I didn't feel like it, so I just went on in the afternoon.
I looked.
I was just kind of tired. I just figured I wanted to relax today. And I'll go back at it on Monday.
So good, Elliot.
The screens were all set up for Monday night, so they're all set up since that. Like you see, on set them up on I think Thursday. I think all of them set up to go. So I've been. The letters are going to be first in pink, and then the truck's going to be last. I did it differently. So the last time I didn't do that, the letters got messed up because now put a little heat gun over the letter and make sure they don't get touched by the tape or anything. I want to make sure they stay what they are. I lightly touch them up with a heat gun and make sure they don't get messed up by the tape.
Yeah. Well, that's not good, Elliot. Especially after it freaking took how long for you to get the dang thing? Now we had a friend over from work yesterday. That's why I didn't do a live last night. Because we're out Target shooting. And then before we got here, of course, when I fell. So then we were Target shooting and stuff, and then my pain just started going through the roof. And I'm like, told Mom, I'm like, you're gonna have to take me to urgent care just so I can make sure that I didn't break any of my hardware. So luckily I didn't. So the x-ray tech, I'm like, I said, you'll see it. I said, there's a bunch of hardware in there. I said, I used to have more. I said, but they had to take some out. So the first image she took, she's like, yeah, you're right. You do have a lot of hardware in there. I'm like, yeah. I said, that's why I can't fall. In our reality, I should have just fell when my knee popped out. Because then I'd like landed in like the mud instead of stumbling out and fighting my body, you know, with the inertia. So then when I went down, I actually like went down harder than I would have if I would have just fallen to begin with.
Yeah.
But I try not to fall, especially with my bones crystallize and stuff like that.
Maybe you should have something like something that you can walk with this in case your knee does give out. It won't happen again. You know what I mean? It's like.
Well, I'm gonna make a freaking appointment again with either the PA or with my. I'm gonna be like, look, I'm telling you right now, the knee is going to break, or I'm gonna end up falling down the freaking metal stairs at freaking work, all because you don't want to freaking do a partial or a full freaking replacement on it because, oh, you say the gap's not closed enough. How many times does it have to freaking snap out of freaking joint to where it just feels like it's gonna break before you're gonna do something? Because that's what's gonna happen. Is I'm gonna end up falling down. flight of stairs. Metal
And
ones
you-
at that, and land on a concrete floor.
Right. The knee replacement ain't the greatest thing in the world because you have to keep replacing it. Hey, Freedom Bird.
Hey, Brenda. How you doing? I understand that. But he told me in my 30s that I would need knees by the time I was at like 45.
Oh,
You know, between 45 and 50, whatever. Well, I'll be
Hmm.
freaking 46
Hmm.
in February.
Hmm.
And I don't want to keep freaking dealing with this knee because I have to worry about messing up my back. I care less
Yeah, I
whether
know.
the freaking knee clamps.
Mm-hmm.
You know, big deal.
Hmm.
Fix it.
I know.
I don't want that to happen and then me end up breaking my freaking spine for the freaking third damn time.
I don't want that to happen. Jeez.
Because who the hell knows where it end up breaking?
I know. It's true.
You know, and then it could end up breaking to the point where I ain't moving.
I know I don't want that to happen.
I have to freaking be in a predicament where I can't, you know, take care of myself.
I know I don't want that
And
to
I ain't
happen.
going to be a happy camper at all.
No.
I don't like freaking relying on people now if I can't do something.
Hmm.
I would still attempt to do it myself first
Hmm.
before I ask for help, but that's just because I'm stubborn and it runs in the family.
That's,
Some days I can carry like 2 5-gallon buckets, one in each arm, without a problem. And then there's other days where I can't even lift one up.
Shit.
And I'll have to have Jamie come out and carry the water for the birds and stuff because I can't do it.
Yeah.
And yes, it would be, Brenda. Like I said, it's already been broke twice in the same area, in the lumbar region.
Hmm.
So, so how's the weather been, Steven?
Hot as crap. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's been well. I mean, well, it's like this 2 days. It was not too bad in the morning, but when they got into it during the day, oh yeah, you can feel the heat coming on. Um, he has these metal fans that blows the hot air out of the building, and then he shuts them off because it runs a lot of electricity when he does run them. And he just shuts them off, and then he has the fan because he opens the bay door, which it wasn't really bad, really. I'm used to this stuff. I'm used to the flea market and the hot weather, the cold weather, whatever. It don't bother me as much as I do. Um, People will ask us, says, no wonder why you're very active. Well, shoot, I'm used to it because I'm all the time working outside, working inside, working outside. Um, um, I'm installing carpet with my friend most of the time. Um, Now, of course, I got jobs because people start calling me now. Say, do you still do installation? I said, yes, I do. I said, but you got to go to this store to get the carpet, and then I install. I don't have to do nothing no more. I don't even have to install nothing no more. I get somebody to do it, and then I get paid. I'm like a subcontractor. I'll sub it out to somebody, that has experience that's qualified. These guys that I know has 25 years experience. I ain't got to worry about no callbacks, no nothing. You tell them to do, they jump on it. And no headaches. I don't want no headaches. Of course, my friend, when we do it, when I do it, and I do it in Stacy, me and my friend I've been known for since I've been in church since I was small. Me and him go together on the jobs to make sure everything is doing right because he says, Wayne, he says, of course, I'm the one that bringing him business. He just cuts me a check every time I send him. I don't even have to do nothing. I'm just only getting the commission. Because I made 2 sales, and the 2 sales were like, one of them was 800 feet of hardwood that it was in a 1 bedroom, and the other one was a carpet downstairs in a bedroom, which after everything's said and done, he's got to pay the installers, which was coming out to like $100. He has to pay the carpet. He has to pay the meal from the carpet and also the meal for the hardwood because the hardwood is a little bit cheaper now than what people were paying in the pandemic. It went down a little bit, the wood, but it's still expensive. A lot of people like the hardwood because it's more cleaner. They can clean it more easier, and it helps the people with the allergies. I might be going sometime maybe either this week or something to see me Nitro free.
Well, that would be cool.
He only lives about 40 minutes from me.
Well, that ain't that bad of a drive. That's like me driving from here to Albany.
But he said that we'll probably meet somewhere, like we might go to meet at a Subway or something like that, and then he said we might do a live. I said, do what? He said, you see my Camaro. You ain't seen my Camaro. He said, you ain't believe several North Carolina people has been from Raleigh to his house that are YouTubers. But I said, I don't know. Be honest, I don't know none of the people. I've seen them in his chat, but I have not, you know what I mean, have not went over their platform because I haven't seen their live. He said most of them guys might not do a live, they do a lot of uploads.
Yeah.
No, but he's the only one that I know that has. Well, he said that he's really changing the way he does things now on his channel now. Still, it's going to be all about RC now, pretty much.
Sorry, trying to find this one part in here. Now that my studio finally opened. I don't remember where this part is though. Remove the damn links. I haven't, messed around with this stupid thing in so long about putting links and taking them out on the YouTube part.
Hmm.
I don't remember where it is. Now I have to wait, 20 years for that to open.
Hmm.
Let's had some pretzels. What's Dave doing? Hey, Pops, how you doing?
Hey, Pops. I don't know what
Wrestling?
he's doing. Probably watching a video on someone's channel, I guess. I don't know. Don't know.
He don't love me no more.
It's just been.
No, so didn't really do too much today. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. Probably the same thing we did today. And
I gotta work.
so we didn't do much today, and I said we probably won't do. Now he wants his hat bought in my bed.
I can't wait to do those baseball caps for him too. Start doing those. Something else.
Now, did you get the press out set up for those?
What, the hats? Hat press has been set up for
Yeah.
for a while. Except to get the hat, the dog. The press is all made. I can move it all anywhere in the house I want. I can even go sit here and do them. I made it as a portable press. I can carry it anywhere. All it doesn't have is a handle and a lock on it. I put locks on my presses too. I made homemade locks for them. When I do the shirt, the screen won't move.
They got a guy that's coming in. He's coming in. He's coming in next month.
Mm-hmm.
See, all the people that wants to come in the flea market is on a waiting list because when somebody moves out, somebody moves in. Well,
Right.
he's doing the same thing like you're doing, Wayne. He's
Oh,
coming,
really?
and he come in there. He was looking around. And he talked to me, and he says, blah blah blah. And I says, well, I got somebody already that's going to be doing my shirt because I'm already told him that I want him to do the shirt.
So what does he do? How much does he charge if you do yours?
Well, he said 15.
Yeah.
He said for one shirt be 15. He
Yeah.
said he's already got the shirts. He's already got the shirts. It's Gildan or Gildan or whatever.
So if he charge you 15, how much is he gonna charge altogether? He's gonna jack it up on you.
He said he could do the logo. He said your logo is going to be easy because it's simple. Steven the reseller and with the money sign. That's what I told him, just like you.
Let him do it and see what he says. See if he charges you. Ask
But
him
he
to do
said
it.
I said, well, I'm already committed for you to do it, and I'm gonna go stick with that. When I say somebody that I want to do it, I'm gonna do it. Now, what I think what it is because Harvard Flea Market this is the guy that they deal with all their shirts. So, and he does a very good job on just plain Jane shirts, just like saying Harvard Flea Market. And he puts the address in the back and in the phone number, let people know where they're at, so they can call. And now he says, Wayne, I do open up on Thursdays. Like if you want to come in and you got some stuff, you can bring it on Thursdays. Fridays, of course, we're open on Fridays, but Fridays it's like this. Nobody don't hardly come on Friday, but you got what they call stragglers come in. They're looking for this, or they're checking out. But really, Saturday and Sunday we're normally open, ready to roll, and get the ball moving. But the problem that we're having, the problem is vendors need to show up on time. He said he understands that yard sales is out there on Saturdays and Sunday, or Saturdays and Sundays and Fridays. Well, I usually go on Fridays. If I see Friday on Saturday, I just go on Friday instead of Saturday. Because usually, if you talk to the person that has the yard sale, sometimes they'll let me go in and see and check out because they know that I got to be at the flea market. And most time they catch you a good deal. I remember, I did it one time. I messaged through on Facebook. And I saw something that I was interested in. I met the lady. I asked her how much she wanted for it. She said $10 for a whole bag of Hot Wheels. I gave her $10. No questions asked. When people tells me a price, I give them the price they ask for. I don't choose half of them down no more. Because, now I have been to a yard sale where they go by eBay prices. I said, you got to be kidding me. And I said, you can't go by eBay prices. They're not going to give you the money that you asked for. And I just love it. So I just turned around and walked out. I said, forget it. I ain't going to study this. One guy had a pair of Jordan shoes today selling up at the flea market. And I love how people talk. Okay. Oh, I got to get my money or whatever on these shoes or blah, blah, blah. Finally, he came in with the Air Jordans trying to sell it to some of the vendors in there. Finally, Bruce tried to chase him out of the daggone flea market and said, we don't soliciting in here. That's what he said. You can't do that. You call, if you know the vendor and make an appointment, they might want to buy it. Well, Earlene wasn't here. She probably buy the freaking Air Jordan if she was there, but she had a death in the family and she couldn't be there. Well, that's understandable. You got death in the family, you be with the family.
Right.
And so this guy come over to me. He says, "Won't you buy these shoes? I know you can." I said, "I don't want them." He said, "How much you want for it?" You know what he told me? $500. I said, "Yeah." I said, "Are you out of your mind?" And so Bruce trying to get him out of there real quick. He says, "I need help, guys. Get this guy out of here right now."
$500 for shoes? What is he trying to con somebody?
Well, $500 for Air Jordan shoes. And I said, "Oh Lord Jesus."
Get out of here. That's ridiculous.
And
were used.
And they're used pre-owned. And I know, and I talked to somebody. He says, "No, he probably only gonna get $100 for them."
He thought he was wearing them, then he needed some money, so he tried to sell them.
It's just crazy. He had on Timberland boots today, okay? And I know darn well. I mean, I used to have Timberland boots too. I used to wear Timberland boots a lot. But I don't do it no more. Man, I mean, I like them in a certain. I wear them in the wintertime. When he wore them in the summertime. I can't wear them in the winter. I can't wear them in the summer. I do wear my tennis shoes in the summer.
Well, you want to wear his Jordan shoes, so you want to wear the boots and sell the shoes?
And then Then I found out he he was outside when I left. Okay, when I left to go home, he had shoes up with the yin yang up in the van. He wanted to come in and over at the place. He told me
Have a great December.
he told me he needs to go back to the flea market down below. They do outside and inside. Bruce cannot. He don't have that. He only has inside. I'd rather be on the inside than on the outside. And I can't put my records out outside, and unless I have a tent, a commercial tent.
Unbelievable.
But
Steve, do you think that was his shoes he was trying to sell?
he wanted to sell them, and
Well, he
well,
owned one for $500. That's not worth that.
I don't think Air Jordans has gone downhill a lot.
They don't sell me for 100 even. Get out of here with that kid. That one artist.
I mean, you can get some of the Jordans are high. You go into some of the photos, they're high, but they're not that high.
Maybe $59, maybe, but not 500. You know what I mean? It's like I don't think that no shoes are that much money. Come on. Not those. And if they're pre-owned, no.
But if it was new and you buy it in a box, I think the average. Now, some lady did pull up them shoes, and brand new, they're about $399.
Really?
And
Right now,
but
yeah, let me find them again.
but I'm not paying the. I said I'm not interested in shoes. I'm not interested in buying clothes or anything like that. Heck no. There's a lady up there that's selling clothes, and a guy keeps coming around on me and said, "Do you have any sports shirts or hats or whatever?" I said, "If I get hats in, the first thing that comes and buy my hats is what? The Hispanics people. They buy the hats all day long from me."
All right, you can go to airjordanofficial.us.com. Okay. The Jordan 1 Retro High OG Heritage, the red, white, and black ones. Regular $920. You can get them for $140.
Yeah, that's what she went there, but this guy had
Those ones.
it was called the Air One.
I watched things like that really cheap. No one
Retro
knows.
High OG Heritage.
That's ridiculous. I wouldn't pay that much for it.
Well, a lady's got, one of the ladies over there's got Jordan for sale pre-owned, but she only charged them $20 a piece, and just to get rid of them. And I mean, my mom was, of course, I asked the lady, I said, "What size are they?" And she said 8, and that's what I was, 8, and when I was 8. And I was about to buy the freaking Jordans just to buy them. But I don't want no Jordans. Now she did have the Kobe Bryant shoes. I'm interested in them shoes. I told her, if you still got them, I'll get them next week. I'm interested in Kobe Bryant because I like Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant said, I think he
Isn't his line in praise going up too?
A little bit.
Like
yeah.
Jordan's?
Yeah. Let's see. Also, there was somebody else too. And now LeBron is making his shoes. I remember Shaquille O'Neal had a shoe.
Yeah.
That was when I was in school, and they used to pump. They used to pump it up.
Yep.
I think it was Reebok, and I pumped it during. There was a little basketball in front. I used to pump it up. Everybody
Yep.
wanted them. Now I can't even. I said they don't make them no more. They had a problem with that stuff. I don't know
Kids
what.
I went to school would pump them up so much the freaking things would explode.
Yeah,
The airbag thing.
yeah. So I don't want them. So it's just crazy. But I personally, like on like I told, my channel is going to be a whole lot different. I'm talking about true crime and very very big. True crime is very big. I go to a lot of the true crime community, and I watch it, and I watch it very very closely. And some of the guys, there's a guy named Tattoo Rebel and Tattoo Angel, their husband and wife. He does a little bit of it. I think he does a lot more of cold cases than anything. But I kind of like that stuff because to me, it's like, it gets people engaged in the chat. You think that he did it. It's just like this Alicia Watts that, abducted. They still can't find her. They probably won't find her. If they don't have the evidence, they don't know where it's at. It'll probably be like anything else. It'll be in a like. Eventually, somebody's gonna call and have evidence, but sometimes it takes a little while. You can't get it overnight. It's just tough out there. I mean, the homicide people, they have a tough job. I just don't. They do have a lot of. It's a tough job for them trying to get these kids, and it's tough. And it's my brother-in-laws are police officers. It's just like last night. My brother-in-law stopped the girl, told her to get out of the car. She won't get out of the car. She called his lieutenant up. The lieutenant pulled right in front of her. And one thing they stopped her because her tag was out. Well, they asked her, says, you need to get your car inspected. She said it was already inspected. When they looked it up, it was already inspected, but she needed to put a sticker on, which her dad forgot to put it on. So her dad was going to come. Her dad came and put a sticker, and he went on. But they arrested her last night because she had 5 pounds of cocaine in the back of her trunk.
Holy crap! That's a big chunk of change right there.
So they arrested her mom, and her dad because they were involved in it.
Wow.
It's just crazy. It's crazy. I mean, it's like, the kid's got a record now. It's going to go on a record, and she's 17 years old. It was her last year in school. It was her last year in school this year. So she's got to take all of her classes and everything in the juvenile jail until she graduates.
What a stupid thing to do.
Well,
Yeah, and it's probably, in our reality, it's probably the parents' fault anyway.
yeah,
and now she's gonna have to, suffer for it for how many ever freaking years, especially with that much weight.
Well, she'll get out. Probably like in 3 months, and then she'll have to go probation, and then she'll end up. She'll take her homework and stuff in the juvenile. They'll have somebody from the school to go in, to do some things with her. But it's a whole lot. I mean, juvenile jail, man, it's like they put you in all separate rooms, like you're like in a daggone office. But you have like a size of a, maybe size of a bedroom, maybe, you know, but um, but it's just you got bunk beds. They
That's the way to live down there. If you have your freedom, you're better off. In that situation, it's like, forget it.
her parents is in the real prisons. Well, I didn't. Well, Leon told me that they got a lawyer and they bailed him out, but they didn't bail her daughter out because she's in juvenile. And it's the I think the husband says she'll probably be out in no time. If you do everything what they say, you'll be out in no time.
See, some of our juvenile places up here are worse than actual jails.
Yeah, they have fights all the time with this one.
Stupid things to do, though. You get the parents
When I
without the
lived
kids.
in North Carolina, Catawba County is where I lived. I lived in Maiden, right around the corner from Ethan Allen. And my first husband's older son, he had a bunch of freaking stuff up here, like impersonation and drinking and driving, aggravated unlicensed, stuff like that. Well, it took years for this stuff to finally catch up with him, right? So they arrested him down there. And they fed him bologna sandwiches 3 times a day. That's what the food was bologna sandwich 3 times a day. New York State left him sitting in Catawba County Correctional Facility for 30 days before they extradited him up here. So when they got up here and he had to go to court, of course, he wasn't arrested or anything like that, but their punishment was to have him sit down there for 30 days. I met him over at the freaking courthouse up here to pick him up. And the first thing I asked him was, do you want a bologna sandwich? He's like, I don't ever want to see another slice of bologna in my life. I said, well, it could have been worse. It could have just been 2 slices of bread with nothing else. Bread and water.
Yeah, I know one of the guys that I know, they're prison guards or whatever they call them, and they check on a lot of the prisoners and stuff. He said he remember one night one of the guys spit in his face, and they knocked him down and tasered the guy and threw him right back in the prison. But
I imagine.
They have. I mean, most of the time now, very rarely you have some kind of case. I mean, things like that. But especially, some of the ones. I mean, they have. I mean, some of the ones have gone out of prison when they go to the judge, try to release them because they've been there for a while, and they let them go. But I don't think I ever seen. I mean, a couple of my friends worked at prison. They said they hated that job.
Well, that's the whole thing, with some of these reality TV shows, some of them should not exist. Because the way they portray things and the way that things actually are, like some of like the prison shows and stuff, they portray it like a certain way. Now, granted, certain parts of that, yeah, it could be the way that it is, but it can go either way on the spectrum. It could be better than what you're portraying, or it can be 100 times worse. And they'll use like actual names of correctional facilities. So if you like go and pull up an article, say, I'll use Attica Correctional Facility in Attica, New York. That's one of the coolest prisons in the state of New York. It looks like a huge castle. It's not a nice place. But like these reality TV shows, they'd go in, and they would portray it like, all right, well, of all New York State correctional facilities, you would definitely want to come here because of this, 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 and this. When in all reality, you don't want to come there because that's not even remotely close to how it is. And then, young kids watch these shows. Another one shouldn't exist is 16 and pregnant. That shouldn't be on there. They're portraying it like having a kid at it, being a teenager is some sort of easy task. Like, but they don't portray the whole thing where mommy and daddy is the one that's paying for this, this, and this when it first freaking happens. Hey, John Poole, how you doing?
Hey, John Paul.
I don't know. It's just, I like the true crime ones like you were talking in the cold case. I like watching those. Or the ones where, how was
The only one
yeah,
I
I know
watch,
they're starting to do that, and that's pretty freaking sad.
I do watch. Well, I do watch after 48 hours. I think that's probably one of my, because I like to listen. I like the same guys that's on there that does it, and they do a very good job. I mean, it's like I say, they do take they video because they want people to know
How you, Brett?
this is real. They update it all the time. And I just love how the excuse of the people in there.
Licks
Oh,
my hair.
I didn't do it.
Well, that's me. Okay, if I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna do something stupid enough to end up in prison, why am I gonna plead not guilty? Why waste taxpayers' money drawing this big long thing out when I can just plead guilty? You give me my freaking sentence and I go on my way. Granted, yes, I know they offer plea bargains and blah, 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 blah. But like I said, if I'm gonna do something stupid enough to end up in frickin' prison, I'm not going to waste time of pleading not guilty when I know 100% that I did it. Yeah, it was driving me nuts. It kept falling over this way and sticking out over here. Then it would like over here, so I just put it up with it. I feel like Peanut on Jeff Dunham. Well, that's what it looks like. All I need to be is be green. And he says you can scout me, but all you're going to get's a fishing lure. And no, I haven't got to your son yet, Brett. I just haven't had, like, I don't know, a moment where I want to sit here and let him go through and clean it up, because the freaking computer sure in the hell won't let me do it. It gets to that point, but then it's just like, yeah, we're here, but we're not letting you do it. I don't want to see you go away.
Had a weird customer call me one day. What a weirdo. Had a lady call me on the phone, right? And she wanted me to do some shirts in Spanish. So I got curious. I said, what is this stuff saying? You know. So I went on the computer and I translated it into English. I couldn't believe it when I found what that said. It was kind of strange. I said, what are they, vampires or something? What the heck?
What,
It said,
stuff?
yeah, they said in English, they said two different bloods. Weird. And it said kittens. I said, what the hell is that? Animal sacrifice? What the hell? It's kind of weird.
Probably.
I'm glad I didn't deal with them. I don't want to deal with people like that. Double stuff. Get out of here. But I never got to work with her. Forget that idea. They put it in their language, but little do they know I have a translator. And I went on my computer and I looked it up. I said, what the heck is this? Two different bloods, is it?
Finally, I found it.
Weird. Strange.
There we go. Finally. I forgot you had to go under customization and take the link off.
Link for what?
Yeah, you know where you can like, well, you know how you can put like you can add links like your Facebook, like a bonfire. You can add your t-shirt company link or whatever link you want to put in there. Well, I wanted to take my bonfire one off, but I couldn't remember where in the settings it was.
Oh, it's in the
and then when I hit customization, yeah. But I couldn't remember where it was. Because I hadn't been like over there.
If I knew where you were looking for, I would have told you exactly where it was. I didn't know what you were doing. I took Instagram off there because stupid Meta destroyed my Instagram page. I used to have a good one, and they destroyed it on me. Now I can't log only into Facebook, into Instagram. So they screwed that up. So I took it off the YouTube page now. Used to be I used to have a gallery in there until they killed it on me. So I can't
Yeah.
show anybody in there to look at them. So that's out of the book. So at the end of that idea, thanks to them.
Well, I have 3 Facebook pages, so I've been a while, and I've been, because I have like my personal one, but then I have like the one that's on my YouTube, but then I don't go to that one very often. So if I want to contact somebody like from the big community, it's a pain in the butt for me to switch back and forth between this messenger and that messenger. So I've been adding people to my personal Facebook because it was driving me nuts, because I'd have to keep going in to see if they had messaged me back on the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for certain things that I'm doing. It was just making it a nightmare. So I'm like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I just put them on my personal one and make my life easier.
Mm-hmm.
And like Instagram don't matter because that's separate, and you get your messages from there. Like if you message somebody from YouTube that's on there or whatever, then that's different.
See, I can use Instagram on my phone, but I can't do it on my computer anymore. I used to have a link to all my YouTube page, and people go in there and look at the pictures. Until they screw that all up, I can't sign in on one unless I sign into Facebook. They messed that all up. They ruined it. I had like a lot of people, a lot of friends on there, had tons of them until they took it down. They said,
coming up.
"Oh, someone did something to it. I think someone hacked it, and they never let me get a hold of them and talk to them. So I'm stuck. I don't know how to get a hold of them. I said, forget it. They deactivated that account. I was ripping, so I couldn't. I couldn't talk nothing. So I said, heck with it. I put them back in there. I put right in the note, do not touch these pictures or you're going to lose your fingers. I told them either, straight out. You touch these pictures again, you're going to have no fingers. I warned them. I gave them a strict warning, leave these alone. Or you're going to get it. I told them straight out.
And he's got the Yorkie tail.
I got sick of it.
Yeah. I don't blame you, Wayne.
I had to back up files because I keep them backed up on my zip drives because I know what they're up to and what they're capable of doing. Facebook, which I call face fight because they're two-faced. That guy that owns Facebook is a two-faced idiot too.
Yeah.
I like to see YouTube. I like to see Congress take that Facebook off the air and get rid of it. Can it? No good for nothing anyway. Get under your skin and get you mad.
Well, that can happen anywhere. It doesn't matter whether it's Facebook or where it is.
You mean like YouTube? You mean what they're doing too?
Did you see any ads when you came in?
No.
Yeah, because monetization isn't on.
You know what they're doing to me all the time? And this is ticking me off. I know it's YouTube. They keep, when I go on live stream, I had 8 people in my stream. You know what they did to it? They knocked it down to 3. They kept kicking them off, you know. And these are my subscribers. And I said, what the hell are they doing? So I shut the, and one day I was, who was I talking to? Stephen Batten, who was on here. I said, I'm going to shut this StreamYard down and go on the YouTube app. You know how many thumbs up I got on there? About 10 of them. Some people weren't coming in, but they had 10 thumbs up, and you had 5 people in there. And they kept going up to 6 and 7 and 8, and they kept going up and up and up. But on here, they kept knocking them off. You know, doing it today to me too.
That's the same way. It goes from like 12 to 0.
I know.
Now we're back up to 2. Then it'll go to
That's
0. Then it'll go
Except
to like
my
6.
friend too. My friend emailed me and said, my YouTube channel's messed up too. He told me. He emailed me, he told me they're doing it to me too. I said, what are they doing anyway? What are they doing? What are they up to? What is YouTube doing? They in trouble with somebody like Congress or something? Because everybody I talked to saying they're having the same issues. They're knocking people off my stream. They're bringing them back. They're knocking them off, bringing them back, knocking them off. I don't get it.
I don't either.
So, it's weird.
Try
Something
not
going on.
to. It gives me a headache.
I know. I'm saying if one day I wake up and YouTube ain't on no more, I won't miss it. I'll just go back to Facebook. I used to do them anyway. Used to be on Facebook because I used to do my videos, put them on Facebook. I didn't use this one.
Well, you still can.
No, I still do.
You can do it on here and stream it to your Facebook channel. Your Facebook.
I know. I can do that. I know. I'm sick of them. This.
No, don't misunderstand me. I love freaking working, but my YouTube has suffered for it. Big difference between being live 7 days a week, anywhere between once to twice a day.
You ain't missing anything.
Twice a day for 7
You ain't
days. So
missing
that's 14 live streams in a freaking week.
You ain't missing much. The YouTube's a pain in the backside anyway.
Well, I may not be missing stuff as far as like the YouTube platforms concerned, but I'm missing stuff as far as my subscribers part of it.
Yeah.
Because when I did the morning lives, then a lot of people, you know, who are anywhere from 5 hours ahead of us to whatever, I don't see them as often unless I happen to be in another channel stream that they're in on the morning.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like the UK, I start at 9, well, it's 2 a.m. over there.
I know.
So when you do it at 9 in the morning, you know, it's only 2 p.m. over there. I mean, I'm happy with whoever comes in at nighttime because all you guys are family to me anyways. But I'm just saying, I miss doing my streams every freaking night.
I know.
And I don't get enough break at lunch to where I could do a live stream because by the time you get out to the car and you get situated and stuff like that, by the time we're done eating lunch, boom, it's time to go back in.
You don't got no time for it right now because we've been busy. It's understandable.
And things as far as like weather-wise is already changing here. Like the leaves are coming off.
Really?
I-
Who, Mother Nature or something?
Mom
Making it out?
they're talking snow at the end of October.
Here you go again. Here comes it again. There she goes. Acting like Mother Nature thinks she knows the weather. Now here it goes. The almanac again.
Mom said, I didn't look in the
Almanac.
farmer's almanac for this year.
You would,
All
you know what?
I can tell is when I go outside.
Oh, jeez. Here we go
Because
again.
for the past month, we've had a heavy dew, which typically we don't get until like September. And I'm talking heavy enough dew that you walk outside and your sneakers are soaked.
Here we go
And like
again.
I said, typically you don't get that until
Here
September.
we go. Oh,
Well,
Grandma Winter.
that's what it's gonna be. I'm gonna send it over to Mr. Grandpapa over there.
I don't want it. You can have it. I don't need it. I have enough problems over here. I don't
Well,
need
you
your
never know. If it comes early for us, you might actually have to break out your freaking snowblower, Wayne.
No, I hope not. I hope not. Jesus.
But no, it's like, because it just dawned on me. I'm like, okay, we're like middle of August, creeping up on the end. So now it's time that I'm going to have to get everything for the summer put away and move stuff around and get everything else ready for frickin' winter. And I mean, we have not even gotten like hardly any of a harvest from our garden besides green beans and peas.
Oh,
Hardly any tomatoes. We've gotten some bell peppers. We got a bunch of beets. We got turnips and carrots and then my onions. But like our cucumbers, normally we'd be loaded, but then we had that cold snap, so we couldn't put the garden in. And now everything's already creeping up to where the tomato plants are already turning brown. And I mean, they're loaded with tomatoes. And I mean, that'd be okay if you're going to make salsa verde and use the green tomatoes for that. And I mean, we have some eggplants, but they're only like this big. So we're going to end up having to go to the Amish to get tomatoes to even be able to put up, spaghetti sauce. Because that's typically we do a lot of spaghetti sauce at the end of the season. And then here very shortly, I'm going to have to get out and get all the apples off the apple tree. Because with the weather changing, the deer are going to be coming out and picking them all off. Like there's apples in the top of the tree, right? Those apples never fell. But yeah, one morning you go out and all the apples on the top of the tree are gone. Because deer will stand up on their back legs. So it's almost like they freaking shook the tree and the dang apples disappeared in the middle of the night.
Shoot the darn apples with laxatives. They eat them, they have the poops.
I'm not going to have the poops.
Those deers, well, you put the laxatives in them. They'll be running around doing all over the ground.
I know, but then probably our freaking dogs or us would end up stepping in it.
I know.
Not even paying attention to frick where you're walking, you step in it, shoot on your butt, you freaking go covered in shit.
Yeah, but if they're eating the apples off the tree, what?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to get out and get them off.
You got
But
one of
I
those things you grab it
maybe,
off the tree? Got something
huh?
you can reach out and grab them off the tree? A
Yeah, I get
gadget?
the step ladder out.
I mean, you can have a gadget they use. The people that pick their own apples off the tree, they use this
Oh
long
yeah,
thing to
they
pick.
have those big things they have, but yeah, I just use a step ladder.
Hmm.
Because mom can still, even though they're not like huge apples, you can still put them up for applesauce or apple butter or apple pie filling.
Yeah.
Because you cook them anyways. So
Hmm.
I'll probably go an hour and a half and then I'm gonna shut her down.
Today I only went for an hour today on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
So I went for an hour. That was it. That machine I bought at Harbor Freight, what a crybaby machine that is. Jeez. That thing whines like a little, I don't want to say.
Little bitch.
Yeah, it whines. When you're using your carving your wood with it, it starts screaming and then it goes, ew, like that. It dies out and I have to hit it and it starts back up. Stupid thing.
Sounds like you got the pick of the litter with that tool, Wayne.
I put it to work anyway. I don't care what it does. It still does it anyway.
Yeah.
They only gave me something I can sand down with it. It'll be all right. I don't got no. I wore the little one out. I probably have to buy some more. I can sand the wood down and make the letters look better, but I'll leave it the way it is. I'll just put polyurethane over it. I'm planning on
Yeah.
doing anyway. Stupid idiots. Do they sell dark polyurethane out there? I think
Dark
they do.
polyurethane.
Make it real dark, the letters. Just wondering if they do or not.
You should be able to contact Home Depot and ask them because I don't know. Like you can get clear stain and they can add color to the stain to whatever color you want.
Hmm.
But I'm not sure about the polyurethane because of how bad it smells.
Hmm.
I don't know if they can add the dye to that or not.
Sometimes they have dark stain too. I thought they had too.
Yeah, they have dark stain. Like you can get really dark, like a dark chocolate stain
Hmm.
for like your letters, and then put the clear poly over it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if they can like dye the polyurethane.
You can't paint a letter, can't you? And put
Huh?
polyurethane over. You can't paint a letter and then put polyurethane over, could you?
Yes.
You can? Okay. I was just wondering that. Why do that then?
See, like me, I kicked myself in the butt, but it's the Amish's fault. If they would have got my cabin done when they're supposed to, then I would have bought the polyurethane and polyurethaned everything. But by the time they got it done, it was cold weather.
Oh,
So I couldn't do the poly because you have to have everything opened up when you're using polyurethane and you have to wear a freaking mask and have fans going because it'll freaking kill you.
hmm. I put it outside the porch and do
I
it.
know, it's so freaking horrid.
I go out in the porch and do it. When I do it, it's gonna be nice weather. I'll put it out in the porch and just keep it out there until it dries.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. When you're using the polyurethane, you got to make sure there's good ventilation.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, by the time they got this done, I'd have had to freaking have like 4 kerosene heaters in here just for it to freaking dry.
Oh yeah, true.
Because Jamie and I sanded this whole freaking place like as much as what we could reach.
Hmm.
by hand with a palm sander.
Hmm.
With two palm sanders. We had my brothers and then the small one because Amish is rough cut lumber.
Hmm.
So I wish could have done the poly years. I mean, I can still do it. Like I could put poly on the ceiling, but then I'd have to take all the animals outside,
Yeah, I know.
included. I'd have to put them in a crate and put them outside because I'd like to do our ceiling because when it gets dusty, it's hard to get it cleaned off
Hmm.
because it's rough.
Yeah.
Then you're like touching everything that you're using, and then you have like little pieces, like if you're using a Swiffer duster,
Hmm.
you know, then you end up with little pieces hanging off. But where if I poly it, it'll be smooth. Then you can just wipe it off with a freaking cloth.
Right.
Oh, they handsome boy. Oh, you handsome boy. I know you're too hot, and I'm gonna shave you tomorrow. I hope you don't mind what you're gonna look like because I have no idea. You probably look all scary. You see, with little baby, it was easy because she had the Yorkie hair. So I would just put on my inch guard and shave her down. I didn't have to worry about it.
Him you have to, right?
Huh?
You have to worry
Well,
about him, though.
start with like an inch guard and see what he looks like. And then if it's not, because he gets so hot.
Hmm.
Like right now, you touch his skin, he's scorching.
Oh, really? Huh?
He's hot. So I'll start with the inch guard and shave them all down. Obviously, the bottoms of his feet, I won't be using
What
the
is he
guard.
doing? He hasn't been on here tonight, so what is he doing? Sleeping? What's he doing? Yeah, I've been on this camera for a while there, bud. Been quiet.
He's been laying up on my table by where my burners are that I cook on.
Oh,
I have a cooling mat, but half the time if I put it over here in this bed, he don't lay on it. So I keep it in this crate for when we go to work, and I have a towel that goes over top of it.
Hmm.
And then when Mom's home, you know, she'll come out and take care of Bear, and then Crystal and John take care of him.
Hmm.
They'll come and let him out.
Hmm.
Let him run around, give him loving, so he's not, you know, in there the whole time.
Right.
But last night, let him out for a little while, and our friend James was here, and he's running around, and he's like woof 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 at James and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just cute the way that he does it, the way he sounds.
Hmm.
But he was running around like a wild banshee. He gets zoomy so easily, and he just is like pew 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 pew.
Oh, really?
And then this morning, I had him. You know, I just went outside. I didn't put his leash on, and he was running like he's on the freaking racetrack chasing a rabbit or something, just going around in circles and circles and circles and circles.
Really, huh?
Yeah, and then he has this thing where he wants to go pee on the roosters.
Oh, jeez. Serious?
Yeah, he'll go right over to their little yard and he freaking I gotta yell at them because the roosters are inquisitive, so they'll come over by by the gate where he's at, gonna lift his freaking leg. And I'm like, Bear. I'm like, the roosters don't need you peeing on them. And then as soon as he moves, then they start squawking at him. And
Really?
then he gets zoomies and he's back and forth and back and forth. All right, Wayne, we're shut her down. I'll see you at 6.
Okay. Take
Have
care.
a good night.
You too. Bye.
All right, guys, thanks for coming in. I greatly appreciate it. Much love. God bless. We'll catch you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Stay safe and God bless.